All right, moving on. US President Donald Trump on Thursday hit out at the previous Joe Biden administration, accusing it of interfering in elections in India. Trump's claim comes a day after he defended the Department of Governance and its efficiency decision to cancel $21 million worth of funding for voter turnout in India. The Doge, led by billionaire Elon Musk, announced a series of expenditure cuts, including USD 21 million allocated for voter turnout in India. Meanwhile, both Congress and BJP have reacted on foreign meddling. Aditya, my colleague, is joining us on the broadcast to give us more details about this. Aditya, this seems to be a serious concern which Donald Trump has casually mentioned.
Well, absolutely, Vineet. If you see, what has happened that, during the election, Lok Sabha parliamentary elections were going on, there were reports that, George Soros is trying to meddle in the Indian elections, and it is very pertinent to know that during that time only George Soros had also met the former US President Joe Biden in the White House. So there were also at that time, BJP MP Nishikant Dubey had also raised this concern in the during one of the parliamentary proceedings that George Soros is trying to trying to meddle in Indian elections, and there are links between George Soros and Sonia Gandhi. There's as per some reports, this happened during that time, and if you see, if you just observe the timeline, as soon as Donald Trump became the US president, he immediately dismantled the network of USAID. He fired many people from there, and now only very few of them are working in USAID. He has been stopping foreign aid, which was majorly being done by USAID. So it shows, it is very seriously, it shows some there are concerns regarding this, because when earlier Biden administration was there in United States of America, they also raised their concerns of China and Russia trying to meddle in the US elections when they won 4 years back. Yes, Vinny.
Stay with us, Aditya. In fact, US President Donald Trump on Wednesday hit out at Ukrainian President Zelensky, claiming that he had done a terrible job and could have joined peace talks with Russia in Saudi Arabia if he wanted the US officially to begin a series of negotiations with Russia to end the war in Ukraine. Notably, President Zelensky was absent from the meeting, and he made a statement after the high-level talks that his country would not accept any outcome of the war since it was left out of the negotiations to end it. Aditya, it just seems that Mr. Volodymyr Zelensky is hell-bent on destroying Ukraine and for some odd reason or the other does not want this war to end.
Well, absolutely, Vinit. If you see, the main concern why Volodymyr Zelensky is upset is, the recent meeting that had happened between the United States of America and Russia in Riyadh, he wasn't invited to the meeting, because, as we all know, Ukraine is a very major stakeholder as far as the Russia-Ukraine war is concerned. And he was angered at the fact, that Zelensky wasn't invited to Saudi Arabia in Riyadh, to attend this meeting. And in the meeting, the Russian Foreign Ministry has clearly stated that it is absolutely opposed to Ukraine joining the NATO. Because, let us just put this into perspective. NATO is the world's biggest army, and, if you look at from that front, Russia is also right, because, if any largest army is stationed just outside your border, then absolutely there is a security concern. That is why, 3 years ago, Russia did attack Ukraine, because it was very readily for joining NATO. But the matter of the fact is, even that Biden administration didn't allow Ukraine to join NATO, which is a conjecture, because we have seen that Biden administration was openly supporting Ukraine militarily, be it giving.
All right, Aditya, appreciate you joining us. We've completely run out of time. We take a short break on that note. Be right back.